Hello and welcome. I'm Payton Harris.
And I'm Alan Peck. Thank you for joining us for tonight's webcast, produced by students of the Spring 2012 session of Columbia Links.
In this session, education is the big story. Our I-team of reporters set out to investigate the trends and the issues affecting students here in Chicago. Tonight, we begin with the I-team's Alexis Morgan, who investigated teens voting. Alexis, what did you find out?
Thanks, Peyton. Teen voting is a very important topic right now as we get ready for the 2012 presidential elections. More and more people are trying to get teens to get out and vote. It is very critical that we get our generation to vote, but there is a major problem. We don't know anything about voting. We need to be educated on the importance of voting and what or whom we are voting for. I spoke with Antonio Jones, who will be a first-time voter. He said that voting is very important and that he can't wait to vote in November. He also said that voting is the way to get our voices heard, but he doesn't know much about the voting process. This needs to change immediately. To read about the rest of the story and hear other interviews from first-time voters, go to columbialinks.org. Now back to you, Alan.
Thank you, Alexis. Now on to the film that has drawn praise and sparked controversy. Bully is a gritty documentary that gives a frightening look at a real-life issue affecting students.
Bully is a documentary that basically takes us into the lives of many American school children, into the classes, into the bus rides, where they also become victims of bullying. A victim of bullying would be a boy named Alex, but he was 12 years old. As you look into the documentary, he gets punched, stabbed, and even kicked by many of his peers. When asked how he felt by his mother, he said he didn't know how he felt anymore. I gave this movie a rating of 3 stars out of 4. Simply because I felt as if the movie could have touched bases with the cast as sort of an epilogue. However, this movie was very compelling because it gave the cast voices, something that they would have never had unless this movie was filmed. To find out more about Bully, please visit us at columbialinks.org. I gave this movie a rating of 3 stars out of 4, simply because I felt as if the movie could have touched bases with the cast as sort of an epilogue. However, this movie was very compelling because it gave the cast voices, something that they would have never had unless this movie was filmed. To find out more about Bully, please visit us at columbialinks.org.
Another trend is profiling. Herman Roden takes a visual look at black male teens in hoodies. You can find his photo essay at columbialinks.org.
We continue the webcast with the ventures and adventures of students once they are outside of school walls. The I-team's Ashley Walker reports on the me you don't see in the classroom.
Funny, they hate to hear me speak. A young revolutionary resurrecting a dead revolution. Being a child of Christ, they try to act as if they don't understand till they see the marks in my hands.
Hi, my name is Toyin Liddell, and I'm 17 years old, and I'm a senior at Lincoln Park High School. I actually teach confirmation class at Our Lady of Mercy Parish, and I mainly teach for their first year because I do 2 years of confirmation. So the first year they're 8th graders, and the second year they're freshmen.
I am a model. I model for a dance school, and we do a couple of big shows. One was Prom Fantasy. I did that for 2 years, and then we also hold a recital at the end of June.
Don't forget to check out Talisha Gathing's report on the good and the bad, with the teens becoming BFFs with parents.
Her report, Friendly Fire, is on our website, columbialinks.org. Could lockers be a thing of the past? The I-team's Nakima Kemp looks at how schools are turning to docking stations as the way of the future.
My name is Nakima Kemp. I am a junior at Harlan High School. Today we are considering the question, are lockers really a thing of the past? In answering this question, I'm going to interview 2 students to get their opinion.
I think it would be something that would need to be piloted first to make sure that students are able to put other belongings in other places. Because I see a lot of students carrying their books and athletic equipment around, so I'm not sure where all those things would go if there would be no lockers available. Since we're at a school that have no e-books, we'd have to be at a school that uses e-books.
They are global leaders of peace, and this spring they are gathering in Chicago. The I-team's Precious McLean takes us to the Nobel Peace Summit.
So what did you think about today?
Today, for me, was more about being more aware of, as a high school student, I think all of us were really lucky to rediscover that idea of learning from experience rather than what we're told, and kind of paving a new path for our future. I think a lot of us were able to revisit a vision for what we feel the world should be like, and it was more inspiring than and informative for us.
So do you think that it is possible for a world without violence?
Um, I think that I think we can definitely reduce the violence. I think there's always going to be people that want to promote violence. So I guess we just have to put the right people in charge who promote peace then instead of promoting violence. Because I think people are scared of violence, so they want to secure themselves, and that only creates more violence. So we need to put people who promote peace in leadership positions.
Before we go, be sure to check out Anna Christina Peterson's interview with two teens who break down the debate of urban versus suburban schools. Also, River Damon looks at overcoming shyness through theater. You can find those stories and more on our website, columbialinks.org.
Well, that's all for the spring edition of Links Tonight. For all the stories featured here on the webcast, check out columbialinks.org.
You can also find updates and alerts on the Columbia Links Facebook page or on Twitter at Columbia Links. Thank you for watching. I'm Alan Peck.
And I'm Payton Harris. From all of us here at Columbia Links, have a good night.